Hey guys, what's going on? Cameron here with the Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri. And man, we're switching things up today. A lot of our friends in the lawn care community, a lot of our followers on Instagram, they keep sending me messages. They want to know when I'm going to start putting my content from Instagram and convert that over to YouTube. So, you know, when I do the stories on Instagram, they're automatically gone after 24 hours. So I always have to start fresh the next day and start all over again. And some of those guys have been sending me messages and saying, hey man, I just want you to know if you put your content on YouTube, we'd definitely watch it on there, be able to keep it around a little longer, and you know, go back to maybe some of that information, some of those bits that I'm able to share with you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to attempt to do a YouTube series, a daily YouTube series, just like Instagram stories. Convert those over to YouTube, throw them on there. It's probably going to be pretty bad at first, but hopefully I can work out all the problems and get a smooth system going down and be able to share some content with you guys just like I do on the Instagram stories. So, are you guys ready? It's Throwback Thursday. Rolling up to our first property here this morning. Actually came up here yesterday and did 95% of it, did all the mowing, did a lot of the trimming, but I have about 10-15 minutes of trimming left, then we'll be out of here and head on to the next one. But today, man, today is the first day of school for a lot of kids here in Mowssouri. So that got me thinking. Man, when I was in high school, just getting out of high school anyways, I didn't have social media. I didn't have Facebook, I didn't have Instagram, didn't have YouTube. Man, now these guys today in high school, they can hop on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They can connect with all these guys in the lawn care community and just chat with them, you know, figure out how they're running their business, figuring out what they're doing, what works, what doesn't work. Man, when I first started out, I was on my own, just trying to figure everything out. And it took me a long time to get things going, but nowadays with social media, it's just unbelievable. You know, the resources that these kids have at such a young age, man, I don't even think they realize it. Sometimes this lock can be a little tricky, but the cool thing is I just have to trim here so I can open up the side door, go back there, grab the trimmers, hop back out without having to lower the back gate. Like I was saying, when I first started out my lawn care business, I was 21 years old. Didn't have social media, didn't have a mentor. I just kind of did things on my own, figured out along the way, and it took me a long time to do that. So, man, I just want to encourage you guys, if you're just now starting out your lawn care business, whether you're in high school or maybe, you know, a little later on down the road, you decided you want to start a lawn care business, man, I want to encourage you guys to reach out to other people. There's so many guys in the lawn care community willing to help out, willing to steer you in the right direction, hey, willing to tell you some of the things that they did so you don't have to go through the same things, man. I encourage you guys to get a hold of them, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube, maybe Facebook. Maybe you want to go to the GIE EXPO in October and rub shoulders with guys there. Hey, I definitely encourage you guys to just reach out and use social media for your benefit, man. I wish I had it when I was younger. I wish I had it when I started the business. There's no telling where my business would be right now today if that were the case. So it's the middle of August right now. The GIE Expo, man, it's coming up October, I want to say the 16th through the 18th. You guys will have to check on that, make sure that's right, but I think it's the 16th through the 18th. I'm gonna tell you what, guys, if I could throw back to when I first started my lawn care business, that they were doing the GIE back then. I went, I think the third year in my business, I went to the GIE Expo for the first time, but the last 3 years, the last 2 years actually, I've been to the GIE and I've learned so much information from the guys there, man. I want to encourage you guys, if you're not thinking about going to the GIE, you may want to consider it. It's just an opportunity to get there and to see guys that are already doing what you want to do, get to know them, get to figure out you know, how they started their business or where they're at today. And man, if I could go back to when I first started, like I said, I would be going to the GIE, I would be talking to all these guys already doing what I want to do, and it just shortens your learning curve. It helps you out so much, gives you confidence, it gives you you know, some direction on where you want to take your business. So man guys, it's Throwback Thursday. Let's throw back to whenever you first started that lawn care or landscaping business, what it looked like back then. Now, today, what's that business look like for you? Is it where you want to be? If not, what needs to change, man? Let's drop some comments below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know how long you've been in the business and what you would do different today or different back then when you first started, knowing what you know now. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate your time. Have a blessed day. And I'm Cameron from the Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri. And as always, God provides. So let's throw back to 2004. 2004 was the first time I ever went to the GIE Expo. I literally went there. I didn't demo one piece of equipment, which is crazy looking back. I went inside, checked out all the cool products, checked out everything that I wanted, you know. I'm looking at all the mowers, all the equipment, the box trucks back then. Yeah, I was checking them out. I was looking at them, but you know what? I didn't talk to a single person in the lawn care community, and there was thousands and thousands of people there. Now, looking at it today, the last 2 years that I've went, I've met people like Shubie with JBS Lawn and Landscaping. He's been a huge part in my business here recently, just kind of opening my eyes to maybe some other options or other services that I can provide here in our area, and just kind of extend the season, make a little bit more money while I'm not mowing, and you know, eventually, or really, when it comes down to it, just providing for the family. So man, last year talked to Shubie quite a bit. He has the Steiner tractor. He has a lot of attachments that he runs on it, and it offers him the capability to just allow you know, other services to come in his business. So that was pretty critical, just gathering that information from him last year. Also Nick from Mulch Mate. Now, I don't lay mulch, but that dude is full of knowledge, full of information, willing to help. And you know, it's just good to talk to somebody like that, somebody that's been in the lawn care and landscape industry. He's still in it, but in a different way right now. He's with Dawson Manufacturing. He is the creator of the Mulch Mate. So just talking to him, getting to know him, and bouncing ideas around of how he ran his business and things that he did. It's just things like that, man. You can't even imagine those little things like that. And that's just two guys. I mean, I was there for what, 2 or 3 days, and every single day met somebody new. Just was able to gather a whole lot of information, a whole lot of knowledge, and just really got me thinking about the future of my business. Now here I am, 17 years into the business. I'm having conversations with guys that I should have been having 17 years ago when I first started the business out. You know, I believe if I would have had these conversations 17 years ago with just a lot of people in the lawn care and landscape community, there's no telling where my business would be right now just by having these conversations with these guys. So man, I wish I could throw back to 2004 when I went to that GIE, met up with some people, gained just a whole lot of knowledge and information from the guys already doing what I wanted to do and just running with it. You know, back then, most of my time was just spent figuring out what type of equipment do I want to run. You know, do I want a zero turn? Do I want an X-Mark, a Toro? Do I want some steel equipment, Shindawa, maybe some Red Max? I didn't really know. So that whole time when I was first starting out, I was just focused on the equipment, how I was gonna market to people in our area, and I didn't really go any further than that. Looking back on things, I wish I would have spent less time figuring out what type of equipment I was gonna run, what brand, what model, things like that. And I wish I would have focused more on the business. You know, what's the future gonna look like 5, 10, 15 years down the road? What am I gonna provide to my customers here in our area? How am I going to go about marketing those customers and just things like that? And that stuff I really didn't think of back then. You know, the only thing I was gonna do, I was gonna buy all this equipment. I was going to throw out some door hangers, some flyers, get some business cards, and I thought I was in business. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I knew what needed to be done. I needed to get the equipment. I went out and bought the trailer, the trimmer rack, the trimmers, the mowers, had it all ready to go. But looking back, man, I'm like, I didn't even have a clue what I was doing. I bought all this equipment, didn't even have one customer, and just went out there and just threw some flyers out, door hangers, business cards, hoping to get some phone calls. And that's what I want you guys to realize on Throwback Thursday, man. You know, I think everybody looking back, they would probably do things differently, start their business differently, run their business differently, you know, things like that. First starting out, I think if they could throw back to when they first started, most of the people would probably do things differently, myself definitely included. With saying that, that just shows you the importance of finding some mentors, maybe going to the GIE, meeting up with people that are in the community, already doing what you want to do. That just validates how important it is to just reach out to people. For a long time, I just thought I had it figured out. I would do it on my own and just see how things went. But you know, even the GIE, I was like, nah, you know, I've been one time. Once was enough for me. Man, that was my thinking way back then. Now it's like the GIE, I cannot afford to miss the GIE. And one of the reasons is because the people that you meet there, the information that you gather there, the knowledge, there's just so much abundance of that I can't pass that up. Because, you know, one little 10-minute talk with somebody really doing huge big things in the industry that you want to succeed in, it can make all the difference, man. Just that one talk. That's what I tell my friends all the time. I'm like, hey, come to the GIE with me. If you want to grow your business, if you want to grow your self-development, things like that, come to the GIE with me, because you could talk to 1 or 2 people and those conversations may change your life. Don't be like I was when I started out my lawn care business. Don't say, you know, I don't have the time to go to the GIE, I don't have the money to go to the GIE, we're too busy during that type of you know, year. Man, I'm telling you right now, those are all excuses. If you want to use those, that's fine, that's up to you. It's your deal, it's your call. But if it were me, looking back, man, there's no way I'd pass up the opportunity to go to the GIE. So what do you guys think? Are you planning to go to the GIE? Have you been before? What's your thoughts on what you experienced while you were there? And just let me know if you're going, planning on going this year. So drop it in the comments below. All right, guys, I finished up this first lawn. I gotta go. It's Throwback Thursday. Let's throw back, think about it, and figure out where we're headed. So guys, again, Cameron, Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri. Have a blessed day. God provides.